What's happening, guys? Dave Bowen with Ultimate Online Leverage. Today I want to talk to you about ensuring your network marketing success. How do you, there's tons of people every single day getting started in home-based businesses, and just like anything, a large percent of them do not make it. They don't make any money, or they quit. That goes with anything in life. I was in the car business, and 1 out of 10 people make it past the first year in the car business. So, it's with anything in life. But I want to do my very best to ensure your network marketing success, and give you as much information as I possibly can to do that. I wrote a blog post about this. I'm sure I'll put a link below this video here, so you can access that blog post. It's got a ton of good information, but I want to cover, because I can draw things out, and talk about it on video a lot better than I can in a blog post. So, how do we ensure your network marketing success? One thing that you have to do research. Research your company, research their product or service, and make sure that here's another important thing that you have to do, that you have belief. You have belief in their product, and more importantly than that, you have belief in yourself. You have your belief in yourself that you can do it. So that is very important, and that is, it kind of ties into another thing. Get to the events. I don't care what company you're in, they all have events. And if they don't, then I would get out of that company, because I've never heard of a network marketing company, not having events. So, excuse me. Get to the events, because this ties in to this. When you get to those events, you can see, hey, this person is no different than me, and they've had success. So it helps your belief level. So those are some very important tips there. And the reason that I tell you to research, because again, if you don't have conviction, will sell more products and recruit more people than anything that you can do. You got to have conviction. For instance, you can see conviction in me right here, right now, because I have conviction that what I'm about to teach you in this video is going to change your business. It's going to change the way that you do network marketing. Because if you watch this whole video here, towards the middle or the end, I'm going to teach you how you can take. I'm going to teach you the very best tip, the best tip that you'll ever get to ensure your network marketing success. Okay, and I'll dive more into that here in just a minute. So, another very important thing that you need to do is set goals. Set goals for you. Set goals for your team. Set goals. I wrote another blog post about this. You got to set goals, and one very important thing that has worked for me, and I know will work for you, is visualize. Visualize already achieving those goals. Visualize already having what you want. And again, you might have heard this millions of times, but I'm going to say it again. Focus on what you want, and do not focus on what you don't want. Because whatever you put your focus on, you're going to get. Okay? And it takes discipline. I know, it takes discipline. I remember the first time that I watched the movie The Secret. And I'm sitting there thinking, man, I got to monitor. They even say that in the video. I got to monitor my thoughts. And I thought, man, it's going to be tough to tackle. So, so I started doing that. And it's really not that hard. It's really not that hard when your mind starts wandering and thinking, man, I can't do this, or whatever, a negative thought, just stop immediately and start thinking positively. So it's not very hard to do. And here's another thing. And I see this so often in network marketing, especially with the the old timers, the old timers in network marketing. be stuck in your ways. Don't be stuck in your ways. There is more than one way to skin a cat. That's an old saying. It's so true. Look for different avenues to expand your business, to recruit, or to make sales. Look for different avenues. You know, they always tell you to make a list, you know, call 50 people a day, do three-way calls, and do meetings, and do this and that. Sure, that it somewhat works. You know, it works. I mean, but here's the thing. Do you want to be I mean, you got into I'm assuming you got into network marketing in the home-based business industry to work less, not to work more. So, by doing that, you're going to be working more. You're going to be working a hell of a lot more. You know, you can't be at 20 different places at once. You can't set 10 meetings in one day and be at 10 different places. You especially if you have a job, you can't physically do that. So, that's what I want to teach you today is how, you know, to be in a million different places at once. You know, how to make sales while you sleep. How to recruit people while you sleep. You know, that's what I want to teach you today. But, let's see, what else I was going to, this is very important, and I cannot tell you how many people overlook this, what I'm about to tell you here. Create a culture. Create a culture to ensure duplication and to ensure that people are going to stick with you a long time. Create a culture. Maybe when when a new recruit comes into your team, give them what I did for a while. I gave them a book, Think and Grow Rich, and I gave them a copy of The Secret. You know, and because I actually stopped doing network marketing, but before I quit. I didn't really quit, I just stopped doing it. I'm technically still in this company, but I'm not promoting it. Anyways, that's besides the point. Before I did that, we were going to have mastermind groups every single week. If you've ever read Think and Grow Rich, it talks about that in the beginning of the book. Every Sunday we were going to get together, we were going to read a little bit of Think and Grow Rich, and then we were going to sit around and talk, talk about different methods and ideas and just create a mastermind group, create a culture. Maybe every single week or once a month, whatever you want to do, get together with your team, have dinner, just talk, talk and strategize and different things. If you have not heard, I might as well go ahead and talk about this now. If you have not heard of Empower Network, that's what I want to talk to you about today as far as recruiting and making sales while you sleep. But the point that I am bringing up here is that they have created a culture that is beyond belief. They have created duplication that has never been seen before in the direct sales industry. Never been seen before. And how tight this group of people are is unbelievable. I went to their event in Austin, Texas, and I could not believe the culture that has been created in Empower Network. And that is what has ensured their success. They've created a culture that, it's so crazy how like-minded everybody in Empower Network is. And that's because the way that Dave and Dave present themselves, the way that they present the opportunity, and the culture that they create. So there's no real way that I can tell you, do this, do this, do this. I gave you some ideas. But maybe do some more research on creating a culture. Just like America is its own culture. The United Kingdom is its own culture. Things like that. So create your own culture in your team to ensure duplication. Also, another thing, and this is going to bring me into my point here. Try to keep this short. It's hard because I love to talk and I've got a lot to talk about. So create a system. Okay, create a system, maybe, so that way you don't have to talk on the phone all day and you don't have to be at 30 different places at once. If you're a leader, if you're a leader in your team, which you should be, create some videos like this. Create some videos like this teaching your team. So when your team has a question, say, hey, here's the link to my video on YouTube. Go watch that. That'll teach you exactly how to do that. Or, hey, here's an article I wrote on my blog about how to do that, And this, like I said, is going to tie into what I'm talking about. Imagine if, again, okay, here's, I guess, how I should start this. If you're not online, if your business is not online, you are totally missing the boat. You're totally missing it. You know, you are just, you're in the Stone Age, okay? You need to get your business online, and by doing that, how to do that is get a blog, okay? Get a blog where you can blog about, like, for instance, if you're trying to recruit people into your network marketing company, blog about your company, blog about network marketing tips, just like I'm doing. You know, blog about things that is related to your niche. And people, you know, you drive traffic by blogging and other ways to your blog. Therefore, you know, people click on a link and they enter their email address, and again, you build your email list, which your email list is just like, you know, the old-fashioned way of, you know, putting together a list on a piece of paper and calling those people. It's the same thing. At any point in time, you can send an email and make tons of sales and recruit tons of people. So, build an email list. So, imagine if, you know, instead of people coming in and dropping out because they burned through their list of, you know, friends and family, imagine if you had a never-ending supply of leads and you could get your team into this system and they can duplicate the same way that you are. So every person that you get them into this system, and they do the same thing. They blog, they drive traffic, and they build their email list, and they make sales. Imagine if you can do that, okay? That is what Empower Network is. It's a system, a proven plug-and-play system where you literally, you click the link below this video, you enter your email address, you watch the video, and you click the Add to Cart button, and you start blogging. You don't have to set anything up. Everything's all set up for you. You don't have to worry about buying a domain name. You don't have to worry about installing WordPress on your domain name. None of that. You just start blogging, and you start driving traffic by blogging, okay? And we'll get into some more, you know, in-depth strategies, some more advanced strategies. You know, when you join my team, I have a whole slew of videos that will show you step by step how to do everything. But this is the basics. And then you can start providing that to your team, and they can start duplicating, okay? That's how you do that. You know, I remember when I was in network marketing, and I was struggling, you know, chasing family and friends, drawing circles on napkins, and, you know, going to, you know, coffee shops and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, I was just sick of it. I couldn't make any money. The people that I had recruited quit, you know, because they couldn't duplicate. And one day I stumbled online, you know, I thought, I came from the car business and I knew about generating leads for the car business. I thought, man, there's got to be a way to generate leads for network marketing. So I hop online and I do a search, and that eventually created an addiction. But anyways, I stumbled across, you know, the Empower Network. And I watched a video very similar to this where this guy is saying, hey, you know, imagine if you could recruit people while you sleep. You know, if you could recruit people that you've never met before, you've never, you know, you never have to pick up the phone, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, man, this is insane. So I clicked the link that was below his video, and I entered my email address, I watched the video, and I clicked the Add to Cart button. And I'm sitting there looking at this, the join page, and this Buy Now button just throbbing on the screen. My heart's racing, you know, pounding, you know, that feeling when you're about to buy something. And I thought, man, is this really going to do what I want it to do? You know? And I thought for a minute, and I thought, you know what? Screw it. I'm in. You know, what do I have to lose? 25 bucks, and I have the opportunity to make 100% commissions? I'm in. Boy, am I glad that I did, because now I never have to pick up the phone. I never have to draw circles on napkins. I never have to go do hotel meetings. None of that. You know, none of that. And my team is duplicating like you wouldn't believe. So, guys, click the link below, enter your email address,